Many people fail at learning English because they don't understand that English is a journey with levels, not a race where you become fluent overnight.
That makes sense, because I always feel confused when people say learn English fast, without explaining where to start.
I already speak some English, but I still feel stuck and unsure about how to move to an advanced level.
That's very normal. And today I'll explain clearly how to move step by step from A1 to C1 without stress.
So A1 is for complete beginners, right?
Exactly. A1 is about survival English, basic words, simple sentences, and understanding everyday situations.
And C1 means you can speak confidently at work and in complex discussions?
Yes, C1 means you can express opinions clearly, understand fast speech, and think in English naturally.
That sounds far away for me, honestly.
It feels far only because you're looking at the final destination instead of the next step.
So we should focus on one level at a time, instead of everything at once?
Exactly. English becomes easy when you respect the order of learning.
That already makes me feel less stressed.
Me too, because now I see why I felt stuck before.
Good, because clarity is the first step to progress. At a 1 level, your goal is not fluency, but comfort with basic English sounds and structures.
So I don't need to speak perfectly at this stage?
Absolutely not. Mistakes are not a problem. Silence is the real problem.
I remember when I started, I was afraid to speak because my sentences were very simple.
Simple sentences are powerful when used correctly and confidently.
What should I study every day as an A1 learner?
Focus on basic vocabulary, daily expressions, and very simple grammar like present tense.
Should beginners learn grammar rules deeply?
No, grammar at A1 should be light, practical, and connected to real life.
Like learning how to introduce myself or order food?
Exactly, because real-life usage builds memory faster than books.
That explains why memorizing long lists never worked for me. English is a language, not a math formula.
I like that approach. It feels human.
And that's why it works. At a 2 level, your mission is to speak more and think less.
I still translate in my head before speaking.
That's normal, but now we slowly train your brain to respond faster.
This is where confidence becomes more important than vocabulary.
Exactly, because communication is about connection, not perfection.
How can I stop being afraid of making mistakes?
By accepting that mistakes are proof that you are learning.
I noticed my English improved when I started talking to myself in English.
That's an excellent habit for A2 learners.
So speaking alone is okay?
It's not just okay, it's powerful.
At this level, daily speaking is more important than studying grammar.
Yes, grammar will improve naturally through usage.
That makes English feel less scary.
Fear disappears when practice becomes routine. B1 is the turning point where learners start expressing opinions, not just facts.
This is where I am now, and I can speak, but sometimes my ideas feel messy.
That's because B1 learners think faster than they can organize language.
Does that mean confusion is part of progress?
Yes, confusion means your brain is growing.
What should I focus on to improve at this level?
Focus on sentence structure, connectors, and storytelling.
Like explaining experiences and giving reasons?
Exactly, because language becomes meaningful when it carries ideas.
I notice I repeat the same words a lot.
That's a sign you're ready to expand vocabulary naturally.
So B1 is about clarity, not speed?
Yes, clarity always comes before fluency.
That helps me understand my mistakes better.
Awareness is progress. At B2 level, learners focus on sounding natural rather than correct.
This is where I want to be, because I want English to feel automatic.
Does that mean less grammar study?
It means smarter grammar study, connected to real conversations.
I started watching shows without subtitles, and it helped a lot.
That's perfect for B2, because your brain adapts to real speed.
Is vocabulary still important at this stage?
Yes, but context matters more than memorization.
I feel more confident when I stop translating.
That's the sign you're approaching fluency.
So mistakes still happen at B2?
Even native speakers make mistakes.
That's comforting to hear.
Confidence comes from acceptance, not perfection.
I want to reach that mindset.
C1 learners don't just speak English, they think and react in English.
That's the level one want for work and professional discussions.
Does C1 mean no more learning?
It means lifelong learning becomes natural and enjoyable.
What's the main challenge at C1?
Precision, tone, and cultural understanding.
So it's more about how you say things?
Exactly, nuance matters at this level.
I want to express disagreement politely and confidently.
That's a classic C1 skill.
It sounds advanced but realistic.
Because it's built step by step, not magically.
I see now why rushing levels never worked.
Language grows like a tree, not like a switch.
That's a beautiful way to explain it.
Learning English from A1 to C1 is not about speed. It's about direction.
I feel motivated now because I know where I am and where I'm going.
I finally understand why I felt stuck before.
Every level has value, and none should be skipped.
I'll stop comparing myself to others.
That's one of the smartest decisions you can make.
I'll focus on clarity instead of perfection.
That's the mindset of successful learners.
Thank you for explaining everything so clearly.
You're welcome. Teaching is about clarity, not complexity.
This feels like a realistic path, not a dream.
Because it is realistic.
I'm ready to start properly now.
And I'm ready to move forward with confidence.
Then you're already succeeding.